Hey there, Heather Ho there, Chef Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another table time travel tennis tournament. We're doing the ladies A group from Brighton. We have 8 British women, and weirdly enough, none of them are facing each other. Of course, you see that I think how many of them are seated? Only two, Godfrey and Round, are seated. Well, if you win a tournament, you go to the year-end tournament of champions. But if you don't, you have to keep playing. You're allowed to play Grand Slams even if you win. You don't have like Mo Connolly, Kay Bowman, or Margaret Osborne DuPont. They've all won, but they can all take part in Grand Slams because money and points are on the line. Anyway, the one seed is Carolinko Sperling from Deutschland, and she gets taken out quite easily by Raitano, 6-2, 6-1. So man, Carolinko Sperling, the best player to not win a tournament yet. Man, she botched it. And it will be Lily D'Alvarez and Spahn who beats one of the Brits, Boofby, 6-4, 7-5. So D'Alvarez will face Raitano for Spahn in the quarterfinals. The 17 Nancy Ritchie, she falls down to Komosi from Hungary, 3-6, 6-3, 7-6. And it will be Darlene Hard, who will meet Komosi. She beats Shirley Bloomer, sending England into an anger at 0-2. The 3 Alfina Gibson beats Cooper Sterry 6-4, 6-2, who was a legend in the 1880s. But yeah, Alfina Gibson wins. Well, she won twice at Wimbledon, becoming the first African American to win a Wimbledon, predating Arthur Ashe being the first African American to be able to do that by 2 decades. And Gibson will face Lehang, who takes down Sussman in straight sets. The 6th seed Win Bolton from Australia takes down Sudden Bunny in the battle of the hyphenated name 6-3, 6-4. Lots of hyphenated names. There's 4. I count 4. And Win Bolton will face her fellow Australian Dalton. She beat Brown, but it had to go to 12-10 and 11-9 in the tiebreak. So Dalton had a tough time with Brown. Give Brown all the credit in the world. She held Dalton to 2 tiebreaks. So it's Dalton versus Win Bolton. The 2 seed Darling Round wins for England. She beats Todd in 3 sets. Pauline Todd. And Lozana from Chile beats Truman. So Lozana will face Round. It would have been a nice all English matchup with Round and Truman. Alice Marble, the 8th seed, takes down Nuthall 6-4, 6-7, 6-3. So another English loss. And it will be Ackhurst who will face Marble. She beats along 7-5, 7-5. Godfrey, the 4th seed, will beat Dodo Cheney 6-3, 6-2. So 2 Brits. One. And she will face Penrose, who beats Palfrey 7-5, 6-4. So Godfrey does Penrose. The 5 seed Joan Hardigan will beat Alice Mortimer in 3 sets. So only 2 English women out of 8. Godfrey and Round. Hard to believe 6 British flags go down. And it will be Hotchkiss Reitman. Speaking of hyphen names, will meet Hardigan. She beats Mafia from France 6-3, 6-4. So the 2 English matchups are the last 2. Only 2 seeds went down. They were the first 2 brackets. And Raitano will go to the quarterfinals. She beats Lily 7-5, 6-1. Hey, Jared. And it will be Hard who will face Raitano. She beats Komosi in 3 sets. Afina Gibson will beat Lehang in straight sets. And it will be Dalton. Big win for Dalton. She was tired, but she beats Win Bolton. So Dalton will meet Afina Gibson. So it's Australia, US, Australia, US. Marble versus Ackhurst. And Marble loses to Ackhurst. So big win for Ackhurst. So Round knows who she faces if she wins. The other non-British matchups, Hotchkiss Reitman pull off the upset over Hardigan 7-6, 7-6. So Hotchkiss Reitman will move on to the quarterfinals. So there's 3 Americans and 3 Aussies. Well, there's guaranteed to be one matchup, one quarterfinals not from Australia or the US. It's Lozano and Round. But we go with Penrose Godfrey next. And it will be Godfrey who wins. She'll get Hotchkiss Reitman. She beats Penrose. So she leaves Australia with 3 ladies. So Australia's got 3, US has 3. England could have 2, which would be good. Round. will beat Lasana. Big win for her. So big time for England. So 3 Aussies, 3 Americans, and 2 Brits. So weird how you have only 3 countries of the 8 quarterfinalists. Hard beat Roitano 7-5, 7-6. So Hard will move on to the semifinals. Will she face her fellow American Athena Gibson? The answer is yes, she will. She beats Dalton. So it's Gibson and Hard will battle each other for a finals spot. They give Godfrey the next match. And she shockingly loses to Hotchkiss Reitman. So so 3 Americans are in the semifinals. We know there's 1 American. We could see an all-American final. Round will lose herself. Ackhurst pulls off the upset 6-1, 2-6, 6-3. So all of England is baffled and basically tickets are being given away by the fans. So Hart versus Gibson, but first is Hotchkiss Reitman versus Ackhurst. Because they're both unseeded, they go first in the semifinals. And it will be Hotchkiss Reitman who beats Ackhurst in 3 sets. So Hotchkiss Reitman will move on. It is an All American final, no matter what. And Gibson shocks. So Hard beats Hotchkiss Reitman. So we know that the winner of this match has the last name starting with the letter H. And is that going to be the first letter? Well, the second lady with the letter H to qualify for the year-end tournament. Doris Hart in week 4 was the other one. But Hard will face Hotchkiss Reitman. What an upset over Athena Gibson. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. Darling Hard beat Bloomer, Camosi, Raitano, and Gibson. And then Hotchkiss Reitman took care of Mathieu, Hardikin, Godfrey, and Ackhurst. Ackhurst was the first lady to take a set off Hotchkiss Reitman, and she faced 2 seeds, Godfrey and Hardigan. Well, these 2 ladies, Darling Hard, number 29 Hard, and number 44, Hotchkiss Reitman. Hotchkiss Reitman is 4 below 500. Her winning percentage is below 500. Darling Hard, she was in tournaments, but French Open was only her 4th tournament. She lost to Christine Truman of England. Then she went to Wimbledon, losing to Lahang. So yeah, it's weird how Hard could not take part in competitions. She didn't win a match till Toronto. She beat Camosi before Kate Bowman beat her. Didn't come to Kitchener. She upset Marina Bueno at the US Open, but lost to Sutton Bundy in the next round. And Utah, she got to the semifinals. She beat Sussman, Bloomer, and Mortimer. Big win for Hard, but she lost to Carwinkle Sperling in the semis. Quarters in New Orleans, losing to Thelma Long. And this is her first tournament in 4 months, 4 weeks. Well, including 1. She beat Bloomer, Camosi, Raitano, and then Athena Gibson. Hotchkiss Reitman, she had some good moments early on. She was 3-2 early on. She was decent, but she kept losing and losing and losing. She went to the French Open at number 46, faced Joan Hardigan and lost to her. Went to Wimbledon next tournament at number 45, faced Judy Dalton and lost. So she kept losing until the clay court when she beat Elizabeth Ryan. She came to Toronto, beat Mola Mowry in an upset, but lost to Sussman. Then in Kitchener, she beat Carwinkle Sperling in an upset, 3-setter, and then lost to Kitty Godfrey. US Open number 44, she went to Turner Bowery's sectional and lost to her in 3 sets. Utah, she got to the semifinals. She beat Atkinson, Long, and Wagner, but Mola, number 5, was right there for her and beat her. And then, well, she had 3 straight losses to Lahang, Round, and Olsom, but then beat Mathieu, Hardigan, Godfrey, and Ackhurst to get this part to Brighton, the Brighton final. Might be hard.
Quiet, please. Hard to serve. First game.
I think Darling Hard's got the. I think I might go with Hard on this one to get herself in. But you never know.
Out. Out. 15, love. Out. 30, love. 30, 15. 30 all. Out. 30, 40. Out. Game Hotchkiss Whiteman. First game. $15 love. $30 love. $30.15. Out. 30 all. 30-40. Game hard. One game all, first set. $15 love. $30 love. Out. 40 love. Out. Game hard. Hard leads 2 games to 1, first set. Out. Out. 15 love. $30 love. 40 love. Game Hotchkiss Whiteman. 2 games all, first set. Love 15. 15 all. 30-15. Out. 30 all. 40-30. Game hard. Hard leads 3 games to 2, first set. Out. Love 15. Out. 15 all. 30-15. $40-15. Game Hotchkiss Whiteman. 3 games all, first set. $15 love. 15 all. 30-15. 40-15. Game hard. Hard leads 4 games to 3, first set. Out. Love 15. 15 all. Out. Thirty 15. 40 15. Out. 40 30. Deuce. Advantage, Hotchkiss Whiteman. Out. Game, Hotchkiss Whiteman. 4 games all, first set. Love 15. Out. 15 all. Thirty 15. Out. 30 all. 40 30. Game hard. Hard leads 5 games to 4, first set. $15 love. 30 love. Out. 40 love. 40 15. Game Hotchkiss Whiteman. 5 games all, first set. Love 15. 15 all. Out. 15 30. 30 all. 30 40. Deuce. Out. Advantage, hard. Deuce. Advantage, hard. Out. Deuce. Advantage, hard. Out. Game, hard. Hard leads 6 games to 5, first set. Out. 15 love. Out. 15 all. 30 15. Out. 40 15. 40 30. Out. Game Hotchkiss Whiteman. 6 games all, first set. Tie break.
Well, guess what? We have a tie break.
One 0 Hotchkiss Whiteman. Out. 1 all. 2 1 Hotchkiss Whiteman. 3 1 Hotchkiss Whiteman. Out. 3 2 Hotchkiss Whiteman. Out. 3-all. 4-3, Hotchkiss Whiteman. 4-all.
Out.
5-4, Hotchkiss Whiteman.
Out.
5-all.
Out.
6-5, Hotchkiss Whiteman.
Out.
6-all. 7-6, Hotchkiss Whiteman. Game and first set, Hotchkiss Whiteman. 7-6.
So Hotchkiss Brightman wins the first set. Does she win the rest? No, she falls. 6-7, 6-3, 6-3 for Darling Hard. So Hotchkiss Brightman can't believe her luck. She had it right in her hands, but Darling Hard will move on to the Tournament of Champions because why not? So she won. That puts Hard at number 24 on the list. Yeah. Carmichael Sperling, number 7, but she still can't win a tournament. Gibson, Round, and Godfrey. So 7, 15, 16, 17, 20. 7, 15, 16, 17. All right, so Athena will get the 1 seed. Round will get the 2 seed. Carmichael's Sperling kind of given the 3 seed. And then Godfrey will get the 4 seed. Hardigan the 5 seed. Helen Jacobs, I think, right? I think she did. Yep. When Bolton did not, and I know that. Osborne DuPont did. Hard did. Ritchie did not. And then it's Ackhurst. But they're going to go with Marble as the 8th seed. 4 spots. So Switzerland. Does Switzerland have a player at all? No. Okay, so they're going to go randomization, and it will be Bloomer. Hotchkiss Reitman will get one of the wildcard spots. So they play Lazana and Dodo Cheney beats Mosworth for the last spot, so Dodo Cheney gets in. So the draw is made. Gibson will face Bloomer with Penrose versus Camosi. The 2 seed round gets Cooper Sterry, Battle of England, and there's another Englishwoman, Truman, who will face Brown. So yeah, so England's got up there. Yeah, they got 7 ladies up there. Bloomer, Godfrey, and Scriven have to face each other, and Boothby has to face Hardigan. Atkins is there. So yep, Mary Kale. So yeah, these ladies are going to try to make things happen and win a tournament here in Zurich. Anyway, I'm Jeff Devin to do